Very good. They don't sort of have that now, do they? That cheap booze.
No, they've lowered the alcohol percentage.
They take all the fun out of it, don't they?
Just to bring along Stephen King books and we'll be talking about whatever the new King book was. Raving about Stephen King, how we were going to go visit him in the States.
Go and pester him.
I get him on the booze.
He's on about people that annoy him. They show up at at Halloween, knocking on his door. Hey, Stephen. Yeah.
We're your biggest fans. Come all the way from Plymouth.
Apparently he's not too inviting when they show up on Halloween. You used to have these giant goldfish, didn't they, down
Yes. They put a lot of work into this, considering it's all man-made, this lake.
here? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's all man-made, alright. I seem to remember them draining it a couple of times back in the day.
When do you think it started? About 1880 or something?
Yeah, it's got a bit of a history to it, definitely.
Probably 140 years old.
It's the Poets Bridge. I don't know if that's this bridge or the one further
Yeah,
up.
there's the next one.
Should we check that one out too? Or do you just want to head back that one?
We could check out the next one. Yeah.
I think so.
What does it say here? Oh, this is the Poets
This is the
Bridge.
Poets Bridge.
Built in 1884. Designed by Mr. Barclay. Funded by J.T. Davis from Winningson Racehorse the Poet. Rebuilt 1938.
Rebuilt. What? Why need be? I wonder. That was rebuilt.
1884. Incredible. When the first extension of the lake southward was undertaken in 1878, the need for a bridge was raised. The obvious site was at this narrow point known then as the Dardanelles.
The Dardanelles.
Board member J.T. Davis placed a bet on the winning horse named the Poet in the 1883 Auckland sweepstake and generously donated the winnings to enable the construction of the bridge.
Sorry.
That used to be white.
That's hard to imagine, is it? Oh yes, we've got it here. Hard to imagine,
It
isn't
was
it?
replaced just before World War II, and that's when they made it red, based on the famous red lacquer Shinkaio Bridge in Nikko, Japan.
Okay, let's carry on. I remember when you used to be able to hire rowboats, yeah, you'd sort of
Yeah.
get stuck further up if you went too far
If
up.
you go too, they got nets.
Yeah,
just
net.
past the bridge up here.
Yes, true.
They've got islands, eh?
Yeah, you could sort of jump on the islands and play around. They had rats down there a little bit, didn't they?
Rat, Mr. Rat.
What's happening here? This is interesting. Got some hoods over there. It's no good.
Oh, there's one island.
Yes. You park the... I remember going, you'd park the boats up here and you'd go over to the island and then you'd sort of, you know, I remember you'd get stuck in between the islands. Get up to all sorts of shenanigans. Because back in the 70s, they'd, like, if you had boat 13, they'd chime the bit of metal.
Time to come in.
Yeah, they'd hit a bell, you know, 13 times sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you'd know it was your turn to come in.
They'd do it 13 times.
Yes. But I think later they got more sophisticated and less trusting. there's some heavy characters sort of running the boats. I guess you sort of have to, because you know, definitely some interesting people back in the day.
Which way?
I don't know if there's much more down this way for now.
There's that walkway that goes up that way. We could possibly go.
Up and around.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many minutes are you getting on?
18 so far. I just want to keep it running, you know.
Yeah.
That's the plan anyway.
Yeah.
It's very quiet, isn't it? Wow, look at that. Yeah, bridge is definitely having some renovations.
Yeah.
I've never seen it in that state like that before.
The nets are up here.
Yeah, yeah, they'd stop your boats. Like you'd want to go any further anyway, you know. It got pretty shallow up this way, didn't it?
Yeah.
This used to be all sort of quite gravelly, didn't it?
Yeah.
I remember coming up my bike a few times. Hmm?
We may be able to go up to the left up here.
Ooh.
Or we could just go around. Oh, no, you couldn't because you get stuck.
Amazing little place, isn't it?
Yeah.
And people just come to these sort of places to be close to nature.
Oh, it's a good idea, eh?
Apparently the Japanese are right into it, eh? Go bush.
Yeah. Right into
I
there.
guess everyone is, aren't they?
Cherry blossom trees.
Every
and
culture does that to some extent.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to live in a concrete jungle, would you, where you don't have anything like this?
No,
you know?
can you imagine? It's fortuitous that they did it in New York.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's great there, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah.
They sort of need it though, don't they?
Yeah.
It's a sort of way to wind down. There's another dog.
Another woofer.
Dogs like it up here. What have we got here? Cables. Cables under creek. Sort of mushroom material, isn't it?
It is. Much so.
People think I'm mushroom mad. I think every video I've mentioned mushrooms.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, these old windy bloody, I don't know what you call them, but they're cool.
Old man's beard or whatever.
No, these, see, they look like old phone cables. They're wrapping
Yeah.
around here.
Parasites.
You can sort of picture them in some horror book, just wrapping around you.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
like, what's that movie? The Evil Dead,
Yeah.
Part 2.
Beneficiaries.
Hmm?
Welfare beneficiaries.
Yes, they latch onto the vine apparently. I think politicians are probably the biggest parasites.
Yes.
Speaking of
Crayfish.
parasites, just look at these guys.
Traditional food source from Yuri. There might be hardcore going.
I think so. I'd rather not today.
Yeah.
I'd rather should we just go around this way or go back the way we've come?
Go back.
Yeah.
Not sure if we can get back.
The noises, the sounds of the park are wonderful, aren't
Gurgle of the stream.
they? These plants I remember from years ago, you know. Peppery plants. Yeah, and these are very New Zealand sort of trees, aren't they?
remember them saying you could eat those, those peppery ones.
No thanks, yeah.
There's one called Kawa Kawa. I wonder if that's another different one again. They make tea out of it.
Yeah, I mean, you can smoke tea bags too, but I'm not about to. Kawa Kawa. Yeah, you can make tea.
Yeah.
Look at
It's
that.
actually alright. I've had it.
Get a bit of a hit.
It's supposed to be healthy, good for you.
Yeah, that's what I mean, a healthy sort of hit.
Yes.
Like a tea hit.
Some guy in Kaikakariki recommended it. Some guru sort of guy that was seen around.
You see, they come and go, don't they, those gurus?
Yeah.
Naz, was it Naz? Remember one called Naz?
I remember Naz.
He was a bit of a expert on many things. Bit of a chemist, one might say.
Oh, Naz.
Naz.
He lived in that house, the tree house, the one that burnt recently.
Well, we recently had the murder, yeah.
Yeah,
It's that sort of house, isn't it?
it is.
I wasn't surprised when they had a murder there.
I remember hanging out in the tree with this girl,
Yeah.
I think it might have been MA, and this shady guy come along. He said, "My name's Shady. Here's my sidekick," and he had this sidekick called Sun.
Oh,
This is my son.
I reckon it's Trevor Green you speak of. He had a sidekick, and
Was it Shifty or Shady? It was
they
one
both
of
were Shifty and Shady.
the- Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, Shifty or Shady. Oh, I see. That's what the apprentice.